Hey everyone, it's Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel. I have to get ready for work and like do makeup and stuff, so I figured I would like chat. I have been sick for like a week and I don't really know what it was. It wasn't COVID because I took a COVID test. It was like some weird like cold that had like a fever, and then every time I would feel better it would like come back. It was weird. But I'm feeling a lot better now, which is exciting, especially because when I don't feel well physically, I like get depressed. Like I like start not feeling well mentally. Why is this confusing me? So that's kind of what happened. So then it was like on top of being sick, I was like mentally like depressed. But I'm feeling a lot better now and I'm going to work today, and I haven't been to work in like a hot minute because I like had to call out because I was sick. And it's like I always feel really weird when I haven't been to work in a while and then I go back, like for no reason I get like really anxious, and it's like it's truly fine, like it's literally okay, it's gonna be fine, but like my anxiety just like really likes to manifest itself in that situation. So whenever I get really anxious for something I have to do, I think of, I don't know if any of you remember that show, like The Royals. It was on E. I don't watch it anymore, and I only watched like one season. I did not watch that much of the show. But the queen in that show had this like really iconic line, which is like funny because I didn't like that character, where she talks about how like she treats makeup as like armor. So whenever she has to like go into like a scary situation, she'll like put makeup on and she's like, that's my armor. And I'm like, I think about that like every day. So that's what I do when I'm like nervous for something. I like do my makeup. Again, it's truly not that serious. I don't know why I'm like tripping, but that's where I'm at. I was just putting on lotion and it has like sunblock in it. This is like super convenient because I still have my makeup like packed in this little bag. I did order a new one because this one is like super old and dirty and such. Putting on primer. It's like NYX primer. I really want to get back to like intentional and slow living, and if you don't know what that is, it's like essentially just like slowing down to appreciate like the blessings in every day and like just the good things and all of the like good things that you have. It's just like taking the time to like be grateful and like just really enjoy life. And I think I sometimes get like really caught up in like plans for the future or like comparing myself to other people, and I forget like the blessings I do have and I forget to appreciate them. And I'm really grateful because I feel like whenever that happens, the universe always like pulls me back. In this case, it like forced me to take like some sick time, which like really forced me to like actually like have nothing to do but appreciate, if that makes sense. But so I really want to get back to that. I was like really good at that at one point, and then I just kind of like got caught up in like other things. Slow living and intentional living are like technically kind of different, but they're in like the same family. So like intentional living is just that you're like very intentional with like how you spend your day and what you do and like what you buy and all of that jazz. Like every thing you do is very intentional, whereas like slow living is just living slower, like just slowing down. So it's like they're kind of separate things, but I tend to do them in tandem because I like to slow down and appreciate things, but also be more intentional. So I'll like intentionally decide, like what day is it? It's Sunday. So I've been like intentionally deciding to engage in like more self-care. So like I like took a bath for the first time in a while, and like we had like a fire in the fireplace. So I like, you know, sat and like put my phone down and like talked to my dad and looked at the fire and appreciated like how nice the living room looked and everything. And then I've been like, you know, trying to like get back into reading more, and I journaled yesterday. And so like I have two journals, and I have my bullet journal where I like keep track of things and do like more artsy stuff. So like, you know, the classic bullet journal, and then I have like a journal that I just like freeform write. And I've been kind of neglecting the freeform writing one. So I did that the other day, and it actually like felt so nice to just like get my thoughts out. I did that. Oh, and I've been doing like yoga and stretching more and meditating more. I did like an energy cleanse on YouTube. So yeah, I've just been like doing that and like being more intentional and stuff about stuff like that, and I think that that has been really beneficial for me. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on lately, and that's what I'm focusing on for like kind of like the whole month of October and like the whole rest of the year, especially like with the year kind of coming to a close and like the holiday season. It's a really good time to just like appreciate what you have and like, you know, reflect and think about the energy you want to carry into the new year and what you want to leave behind, especially seeing as the eclipse season is coming up. I read a little bit on this last night, but like I'm not an expert on it, so I'd have to have like the article in front of me. But like basically there are like 2 eclipses or something like that in October, and it's just a very good time to kind of like give up the ghost on things and like let things go, and then also like reaffirm, I got stuff in my eye, reaffirm the like what you want and your goals and such. Oh my god, this is like has come at like a perfect time, which is like kind of funny because I try to live in sync with like astrology and the moon and stuff, but it's like sometimes I do it in ways that I don't even realize I'm doing it, which is kind of fun because I'm like, wow, good for me. And I always feel better when I'm like living in tune with astrology and the earth and stuff and the moon. I love the moon. But anywho, so it's a really good time for like kind of letting things go and like, you know, changing your thought patterns and reaffirming like your dreams and the person you want to be and your thoughts and all that. So that's kind of what I'm working on, long story short. And I'm kind of doing that the best way I know how, which is like by slowing down, being more intentional, slowing down to appreciate things, and like continuing to like do my hobbies and like be creative and like educate myself, like read and learn about subjects and stuff, because my whole being, I always just feel the best when I'm like taking the time to like learn things and like study and all that stuff. And I feel like I came back from Florida and I was like, oh, I'm gonna really work on myself and learn the things I want to learn and like do my hobbies, and then I kind of like got so focused on like working that I just like completely lost that. So I really want to get back to that. That's like really important to me. So I am getting back to that, and like this whole saying, if you watch my vlog, is like, oh, if I want to learn it, it's important. And I feel like I kind of like lost track of that a little bit. So I want to get back to that, and that's kind of what I'm doing. As this year is kind of coming to a close, I've just been thinking about, you know, what I want. I want to end it on a high note. There's energies that I don't want to take with me for the next year and such, and there's goals I want to be more focused on and all that. And one of them is that I feel like I've like bought too much into hustle culture, and like hustle culture is like basically, it's like really bad in America, but it's like where like everyone makes you think that you have to like be hustling and working all the time, or like your life has no value. And I don't want to live like that. There's like so many beautiful things in life and so many things to fall in love with about life every day, and so many little things, and there's like beauty everywhere, and I don't want to forget about that. And I don't want to be so focused on like hustling towards the next milestone and hurdle that I like forget to fall in love with my life and myself and the journey. So that's like one of the things I just feel like I kind of lost sight of that a little bit. But I'm glad that I'm like getting back on track now, because, you know, I just feel like really it's only been like a month-ish that I was kind of being like that. So I'm glad I didn't waste too much time. But yeah, and I really want to get back to like my creative pursuits. Like I love this channel and I love making content for you guys, which I'm really proud that I've been like staying on a schedule and doing that. But then like I also like, I like writing and I like journaling and music. Like I sing and I play instruments, and I've like kind of like neglected that a little bit. Like I've been wanting to learn more about like music theory and all that stuff, and I just like neglected it and was like, oh, I don't have time. But it's like, you know, I don't want to just like say that I don't have time for the rest of my life sort of thing. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on for the rest of the year, and like getting back to that and my hobbies and all of that jazz. And this is a perfect time because I love this time of year. I love October. It always feels so magical, and I always have just an amazing second half of the year, like I always do, which I'm grateful for. But that is really what I want to focus on. And I also think that I've been holding on to a lot of things and a lot of certain, like, you know, hurt and grudges towards, not really grudges, but like anger towards certain people. And I want to let that go, and I want to just like move forward. Like, the things that happened, and it's time to just like move on. And like, I had certain ideas about how my life was gonna go and who was gonna be there and how my future was gonna go, and you know, it might not have worked out that way, but it's gonna be better, and it has been. Like, so I don't want to stay in that lack mentality, because it's not. I have a lot of great things, a lot of great people, and it's time to let my past expectations go. And yeah, so that's what I want to focus on. I don't know how this is coming out because I can kind of only see it in my camera, so like this could look so bad, but I think it looks kind of good. I think I did a good job. I'm a very light makeup person. I don't like do a whole lot, mostly because I'm not that great at it yet, so I don't want to like do it and have it look bad, and then have to like do it again. Yeah, so it's time. That's what I'm really gonna do. Like, I'm just letting things go, giving up the ghost on things, letting sleeping dogs lie, because I really want to enter 2024 with the energy of just like new success and happiness, and focusing on like the amazing people I do have and all of that. So I hate this part, but so that's really what I want to focus on, and that's what I'm kind of getting back to. And I kind of had all of those realizations while I was sick, which is why like I hate being sick, because it does just make me depressed. But it was like a necessary amount of time for me, because it like I had a lot of realizations about my mindset and my future and things I want to change, and my goals and all that. And I think that it was very, very necessary for me. So yeah, so that is my little spiel, and I've been doing really good so far. I've been like really trying to like live more intentionally and be more grateful and make more healthy changes, and I like actually really have been doing that. Like, I'm trying to like eat healthier. I'm trying to like, you know, at least do like yoga every day. Like, I understand that like I might not have the time or energy to work out every day, but like I can like stretch and do yoga every day and at least like move my body. So I'm like, I'm kind of like starting off easy with things, because I think that if I do that, I'm like more likely to be successful, you know. And I'm kind of doing the same thing where I'm like, okay, like I want to like kind of keep up with my journal, and like I don't have to do it every day, but I want to like make sure that I'm doing it, because I like didn't really do it at all in September. Like, it took me like, I think it was like a few days ago that I finally did my like September spread, and like that's fine if you're not in the mood to do something, but I think like when I'm in a place mentally where I'm like not feeling well, it's very helpful for me, and I need to like, you know, just keep remembering that and remember like what works for me and what helps me with my anxiety and what makes me feel better. So that's kind of my spiel. I never know how to end little talks like this, little like deep talks about what I'm thinking. That's kind of my goal. I'm gonna live more intentionally, just enjoy the beauty and the happiness in the now and the wonderful things in my life, and express gratitude for everything, and you know, slow down, like stop buying into hustle culture. That's kind of what I'm focusing on as the year comes to a close. So all right, time for me to like get dressed now. I think my makeup actually came out okay. It could be better, truly could be better, but I'm kind of impressed because I couldn't really see what I was doing. yeah. All right, I'll see you guys later.